Trones Wood, which is just up ahead there, and that was the objective, to capture the woods. And also you can just see to the left hand side, 11 o'clock, you can see a village there, and that is Montauban. And that was the objective of the 1st of July, to rout the Germans from Montauban itself. The Germans have been there since 1914. So the Kings Liverpool Pals, the Manchesters, 1st of July, they will make their way into the village there, and they will successfully capture the village of Montauban on the 1st of July. And they only captured that because the French, they've captured all their objectives over to the right hand side, and the British are alongside the French army. The French army themselves are more experienced than the British army. I mean, some of the British soldiers, you know, Kitchener's New Army had been in battle in 1915, but the generals mistrusted them. The generals didn't know how the army was going to react to the Germans, and you know, they kept them on the same battle plan. There was no flexibility amongst the generals because they didn't trust the new army. However, the Germans in the field, their commanders, they adapted to the situation. They were a lot more flexible. So even though we captured Montauban there to your left hand side, the next objective is going to be Bernefair Woods, just ahead of us here. And once you capture Montauban over to the left, they're now going to turn, and we're going to face in the direction of attack. Okay, so they've now captured Montauban, and the next objective here was the woods. Now, by the night of the 1st of July, they get into the woods, they capture the woods. 2nd of July, the Germans counter-attack and trying to take the woods back off us unsuccessfully. There was an old railway station in the woods, so they have rebuilt it. Okay, you might just see through the trees to the left-hand side. So there was the old, you see the wooden building there, that was an old train station, Bernefair Wood train station. So by the 2nd of July, we've now captured these woods. The Germans are now ahead of us. The French have gone over to your right, 1 o'clock. You can just see the church there. They've captured that area, all their villages there, and they're going to head towards the Peronne where we've just come from. Now, by this stage, that village, it's called Horicourt, but by this stage, 2nd of July, and we've stopped here. Okay, this is where we've stopped. Now, the 30th Division were badly mauled, and what we do now, we leapfrog that division, and the idea was to halt, leapfrog, and it's going to be the 18th Eastern Division who are going to leapfrog the 30th Division. And when we talk about a division, we're looking at about 12,000 men, okay, 12,000 men. I'm going to break down a division for you just a bit later on. So the division of men, 18th Eastern Division, it will take them to the 14th of July to make the way into Trones Wood here. 14th of July, they've made the way into the woods. And the reason being is we've changed tactics. We're now doing nighttime attacks with more artillery support. And if you look down to the left-hand side, you'll see the memorial to the 18th Eastern Division here. A very formidable division. There they are. So you just see their memorial there to the left-hand side. And the woods, absolutely nightmare to get through the woods. Very dense woods. The Germans themselves fired into the woods from their positions just over to the right hand side, and we finally capture the woods here by the 20th of July 1916, and the next objective is ahead of us. Okay, so we're going to now move on ahead. Looking over to your left hand side there's Delville Wood. We're just going to pass Delville Wood on the horizon, just over to your left hand side there. And Delville Wood, very famously linked with the South Africans, the Scottish regiments there. I'll talk about that as we go through. And we're going to pass Guillemont Road Cemetery here to your left hand side. And this is where we set up our dressing stations when we attack Guillemont. We attack Guillemont several times through August, then beginning of September. In fact, just down there on the left is a chap called Raymond Asquith. And Raymond Asquith is Herbert Asquith's son, the Prime Minister, lost his boy during the Somme offences. He's buried in that cemetery there. Germans are down the Sunken Road, over to your right hand side, over to your left. And if you ever read a book called Storm of Steel by Ernst Junger, a fantastic book from the German accounts, he's down in that sunken lane there at Guillemont. Absolutely fantastic account. Guillemont here was finally captured by the 16th Irish Division on the 3rd of September 1916. 3rd of September, they should have been captured on the 1st of July, but the 16th Irish, they will eventually capture this. And as you come around the corner, you will see the 16th Irish Division Memorial just coming around on your left hand side here, guys. Okay, so we talked about the 16th Irish on the first day, on Tuesday, so there's their memorial there to the left. There's the local French memorial there to the left.